I'm here today as a participant in a film panel called Film Meaning, Films That Change the World. We had some wonderful filmmakers that had made some social docs, and I was here to just kind of be a participant, and I'm also a fan and just love being at the Florida Film Festival. Documentary certainly continues to evolve. I think that there are always struggles for documentary filmmakers in getting their work seen. But the festival circuit is always a wonderful way to get the word out about really important films that are being made. And Florida Film Festival is one of the best in terms of really selecting powerful, character-driven docs and that we get to see in Central Florida before they're released to the wider public.
I would say the thing that's changed the most is that the tools that you're using to tell them are essentially the same that people are using for narrative films. Like, we use the same cameras, we use the same sound devices, so the actual aesthetics of documentary telling, I mean, now the difference between a doc and indie drama aesthetically are like nothing. And so, and also the equipment's gotten smaller, so you can tell stories that I think are a lot more intimate. You can be in people's homes more without, you know, knocking everything over. And I think it allows us to tell stories in a much more character-driven, personal way. I was following the last years of India's Kathputli colony, which is the home to 2,800 magician, acrobat, and puppeteer families. And through basically the movie, we were able to create a lot of awareness of this place and stop the redevelopment and the destruction of their homes, which was very nice. It's good to talk about.
Right. One thing that I think is really interesting about this idea of making meaning in film is that it's really a broad definition that we can kind of pull from, and one. You know, so there's this idea that we can personally connect with characters, we personally connect with narrative, that there's a personal meaning that we have inside of ourselves as consumers of media.
I'm here because they've invited me to be here for the screening of the film Limited Partnership, and to also be on a panel which I just did with some documentary filmmakers to discuss the experience. When one's life's viewed as having changed things, it's a great honor. It's a great honor indeed, and that's how I feel, and I feel very grateful that this documentary was made. It's a wonderful film. He managed to tell our story as it really was. He didn't get carried away with the politics or the legalities other than where they affected the story. And as I've said to people before, and I've felt this for years, when we're little children, we all want to change the world. To actually live a life that ends up changing the world, which in a way I never planned for, is an amazing experience to live.